Hey, welcome to MC Moments. Today I'm talking to the coach, RB Mwenyewe, and we hope to be hosting him on a regular basis as well so that he can be helping us up with some of the nuggets that we need to keep going on. Karibu.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. It's an honor to be here.
Great. So how are you doing, man? Especially during this season, how are you coping up?
Well, I'm doing well. It was very tough at the beginning until I realized I cannot spend too much time mourning and getting scared and wondering what next.
Yeah.
And I started looking for the light in this darkness. And I think when I had a mind shift, I started looking at the beauty in this darkness. And there's beauty even in darkness.
Wow, I love that. I know somebody would be asking what beauty is here. What beauty? Do you mind sharing something that maybe personally you have discovered?
Usually before Corona, I was all over the place doing trainings, having meetings and this and that.
Yeah.
So that was brought to a halt because of Corona.
Completely.
And then I started mourning too much about what I am missing out on until the day I woke up and I had a conversation with the man in the mirror, that is myself.
Yeah.
And I said, hang on a minute, you can do something. This is another season for you.
Yeah.
And what I've done in this season, I have written 3 new books that will be published very soon. You know,
3 books.
I would not normally, I would not normally have time to write 3 books in a month.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So I brought that which I have been carrying for years within me. I've now put it into paper, and now it's on the editing stage, and then we'll go into production and publishing.
Wow.
And bettering myself,
Yes.
I've been reading the Bible more. I have been spending time getting in touch with myself, strategizing post-Corona, because we will have post-Corona.
Absolutely.
And the people who will enjoy post-Corona
Yeah.
are the people who will now say goodbye to the pre-Corona eyes. So you have new post-Corona eyes.
Wow. Speaking of which, you know, I'm a big fan, and I had the privilege of having you autograph my book, and it was an amazing read. I think it didn't even take me half a day. I mean, I was all glued up going through it, and maybe I know we can do a book review way later, but I just wanted to, for someone who hasn't even bought your book, what is this one message, if they were to ask, what am I going to get out of this? What did God put in you so that you can share it in that book that you want somebody who's going to take that book to get out with?
The be-all and end-all of the book is to tell somebody it doesn't matter how far you have come from, but as long as you're still alive, you have a fighting chance. So in the book, I've literally exposed myself. I have removed my clothes. I've shown my scars.
Yeah.
A bit too much, but I don't think it's too much. But for somebody else to know, it doesn't matter how far you come, but as long as there's blood running through your veins, as long as your heart is still beating, you still have a fighting chance. And let nobody dismiss you.
God is not yet done with you.
Absolutely.
I love that, and it's a good read. If you're watching and you really want to get that good book, I think they can just contact you on your social media pages and all, and they can get a copy.
On social media, and the books will be delivered to them.
It's an amazing read. I enjoyed it. Can I just say what really touched me at first?
Tell me, sir.
Your dedication to your daughter. That dedication was heartfelt. I could feel it was heartfelt. That you're praying that when she comes of age and she gets to read that book, she will understand that you're a man.
I actually prayed about it, and I said, you see, right now, she may be caught up in the things I am doing, the public life, the trainings I'm doing, the preachings, and that may cloud her sight to where I have come from. So it's for her to understand my mistakes should be a learning curve for her, not to make the same mistakes, and also to understand that humans make mistakes and not to be a judgmental person. And even if when she makes mistakes, because she's human, she will make some mistakes, is to understand what we call the scandalous grace of God that will pick you up. But to learn from me as a book and as a guide, and make sure some of the things I went wrong in doing, she should be a beneficiary of not doing those things.
Wow, deep. And you know, that one can also be picked by many other people. That, you know what, everybody's on a journey, and this can be used as well, because God can transform anything and use it for His glory. Absolutely. So I want to ask you this, because you know you have been vocal. I've been following. I've been checking also your videos. I have seen a series that you have done that has blown the airwaves big time, especially about soul ties and all that. So I want to ask you this question, because at this particular time, it opens up an opportunity for people to either thrive or even fall. And so my question to you would be, as a coach, in terms of pitfalls, what is it that you would advise people to be careful with? Because what I can see is that there could be excesses, for example, of time. People have now more time. People have a lot of things in their hands now. It's not life as usual. What are these particular pitfalls people should look out for so that they don't fall into such traps?
First and foremost, the luxury of time is a poisoned chalice. When you have the luxury of time, the chances of failure are very high. Now people are sleeping around because they have time. People are sleeping around because they have time before 6:59. So let's make use of 2 in the afternoon to 6:50. Then I go home with the Uber chap 6:59. I'm in the house. You understand? So what you got to understand is be careful about what you allow to enter your system. What are you feeding the eye gate, the ear gate, the mouth gate, and all the other gates that we have that allow for some things to come in? And that is why I say you cannot take in apple juice and burp out mango juice. What you take in is what you'll burp out. So if you waste your time listening and hearing the wrong things and being in the wrong groups and talking about the wrong things, you will do the wrong things. You cannot sleep with mediocrity from Monday to Friday and expect success on Saturday. It doesn't happen like that. You understand? So it's to tell people is now make use of this time and do that which is called building your capacity in a positive way. You cannot build your capacity by sleeping around. Better yourself, get more knowledge. Now we know the world is a digital place. Now you can go online and study more about speaking, about trainings, about preaching. We have what we call an overload of information. But now let's pick the right information. My heart breaks that MC that right now they say Pornhub has gone high in the clicks. So everybody's on Pornhub, and they say over 2 billion hits. And you know they over close to 4 billion and it's sad that we have 2 billion Christians, meaning in those 4 billion hits, there are Christians there as well.
So many.
So let's do the right thing. Be very careful. My goodness.
I mean, I even read an article where, you know, when this wave had really hit Italy, I think it was Pornhub that decided to, I don't know, make their premiums free just to keep people busy. And I was thinking, what the hell is happening here? You know?
Absolutely.
Anyway, thanks for that. I mean, I'm going to ask you this because you are a pastor as well. Let's talk about the church and what will emerge out of this. Is the church going through a transformative stage, or what do we see as the new future of the church?
The church will be transformed, but the church will be stronger.
Okay.
Transformed because things will not be business as usual. We now have to embrace the digital space. The church also must understand some people will never go back to the four walls of the church because now we have realized you can attend 7 services in different continents from the comfort of your own home.
Absolutely.
Some pastors also will be exposed because they have been giving people milk for too long. You know, you give people milk and they've not been growing. So now the fact that somebody has access to somebody else and they feel that their spiritual muscle is being built, yet where they used to go in the 4 walls for 4 years, they were perambulating in the same stage. So we have to embrace the digital space. And then why will you get stronger? Now the churches have realized only God is our sufficiency. Now we have realized, hang on a minute, in the blinking of an eye, we one day woke up and the government says no gathering. Some churches now realize no offering. You know, now they only have to look to God. So when you come back, woe unto the people in the church who go back to business as usual. So now we will get to a place where we now look unto God. And there is nothing as powerful or beautiful as looking at to the author and the finisher of our faith. Because when you look up, He strengthens you down here.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
This is deep, man. This is deep. I'm even trying to digest it as you're speaking. So, you know, there's so many people who are watching you right now, RB, the coach, and they're wondering, does this guy know what we're going through now? Some people have lost their businesses. Some people have had to now start thinking of what else to do because they can no longer have the flow of income that we're having. you know, from your many talks, one of it comes out even as motivation in particular situations. I don't know whether you call yourself a motivational speaker, but I don't think you're the coach. So
transformational speaker.
I love that. My goodness. So what word would you give these people, especially who are going through a hard time?
Well, what I'm going to say to people is that the ground has been leveled. Presidents, princes and kings and queens and paupers are now operating in the same place where people are fearing to get a cough. You understand? The ground has been leveled. And what I'm going to say is that stop looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. You've got to be the light that will light up the tunnel. What am I talking about? You have to be an innovator. You have to be an innovator. You have to think outside the box, because the truth of the matter, MC, is that some people have not been fired, but guess what? They will be fired.
They'll be fired.
Some businesses will collapse now. So you have to think what we call strategic positioning. What's next? If you don't embrace the digital space, you'll be locked out. If you largely depend on big gatherings, your business will be locked out. Don't pump in working capital on big crowd businesses, because even when you have been given the all clear by the medical experts, there's what we call the social scare at the public of a mind that will still make us scared of going to public places. So gatherings in big numbers will be over. The people now who also need to change are politicians who thrive on public numbers, big numbers. Start now making development projects on the ground and let them be your crowd that will speak for you. So what I want to tell somebody is, what do you have in your hand? Can you train on a digital space? Train on digital space. Do you want to start thinking? There's a woman of God I love and respect. She delivered Lumas for me yesterday. She delivered Popo for me yesterday. This lady is a firebrand preacher. But now, what does she have in her hands? She's not crying, going and speaking Baba Baba in tongues all the time. She's now telling God, you have given me the ability to think and act. You understand? You will now have to get to the place of becoming. What does God want us to become? The act of becoming is the act of adjusting your lenses and moving to the condition. So I want to tell somebody here, it is not lost. There is something you have and you can do. Don't be too proud to bring Dumas to people. That woman brought a lot and I paid. She delivered to somebody else and she was just with her husband driving around. You understand? While somebody else is thinking, my manicure is too new and I don't have a salon appointment. You think with your manicure, think with your Giorgio Armani suit. Let me tell you, you'll be like a black man in a dark room winking at a black woman and expecting a reaction. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. But I should tell people, one day we will wake up and Corona will be a thing of the past. But the after effect, it's like an earthquake. The tremors will still be there. And we go to position our foundation. When there's a tremor, the buildings with the deep foundations are the ones that stand a chance of surviving. So do not build a 50-story building on a 2-meter foundation. This is the time to go deep in our foundation, so that the building, when it comes up, people will marvel at it. Do not look for the light at the end of the tunnel. Be the light that will light up the tunnel.
Hey, that's a take home right there. I wish I was having a notebook right there. You know, I mean, this is so powerful, so profound. I love the fact of you need to be creative, you need to think, you need to be innovative and be that light in the tunnel. Don't wait for the end of it. Or you're in an industry that was big time affected. I'm also there in that industry as well. How are you surviving?
Now, I'll tell you what I tell people. And Corona has come to illuminate what I say. If you have one stream of income, you are akin to that person taking one step forward and 55 steps back. You can never depend on one stream. We should have at least 3 streams. Now, MCs who earn a lot of money, and we do earn a lot of money in these gatherings, but now gatherings are not happening. Now, if that was my only stream of income, I would be crying right now.
That's true.
I am now doing training, and training needs building capacity. What am I saying to MCs now? You have the gift of the gab. You can speak to crowds. Build capacity. Read books. Don't just crack jokes. Read books. Now, the income that is coming to me now, what is holding me in this season is my training. I'm training the companies I used to train by being there physically, but now we have gone to the digital space.
Absolutely.
So it is the same thing I'm doing, but in a different space. But now you cannot MC via Zoom.
You can't.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So this is to tell people, and let me tell you, if we go past Corona in maybe another 3 months, it will be another 6 to 7 months before MCing starts earning you money. Why? Because the companies that go back will be trying to do financial recovery.
Absolutely.
Others will try and save money to pay off their staff because they're going to reduce their workforce. So very few companies are going to say, we have a function to meet in a hotel to come and dance and enjoy. So it will be until maybe 2021 June before the business gets back. DJ is the same. You now got to think outside the box. Musicians. I said on my Facebook the other day, get a nice place, do a concert, put your M-Pesa. If people see you have put effort into it, the Lord will touch people to give to that which you have taken time to do.
Absolutely. I have seen that. By the way, I've seen creative musicians who are even launching their albums right now online, and people are giving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When people see effort. When people see effort, when people sense effort, they have no otherwise but to appreciate the effort.
I'm going to put you in the corner now.
Yes, please do.
Because you're giving yourself out. You're giving yourself out, bro. I mean, you're almost every night having a live stream for people, keeping the conversation going. And the content that you're giving is not just random picked up content. This is deep stuff that you're sharing there. Which means that you also have to go deep yourself and invest so much in yourself so that you can be able to pour yourself out. Are people sending you M-Pesa?
Yes, some people have blessed me, to be honest. In fact, the other day, MC, I was doing a Facebook Live and somebody just said, no, you have to give us your pay bill, we want to bless you. And I became shy. But 3 other people insisted, give us. And I put it there and I was really blushing. When I checked my M-Pesa, I was like, hallelujah. You just bless the Lord. I mean, people who understand what it is. Some may abuse you, but there are few people who get the revelation.
Absolutely.
And connect to that grace that you carry.
My goodness. And so I think the takeout here is don't be afraid.
And by the way, even as people get the revelation to bless me, it doesn't end with me. I bless other people.
Wow. I mean, I'm a testament that you're also a man who blesses people. So that one, I take it with a lot of, Thanks a lot for being a bro.
Thank you.
By the way, you just recently celebrated your birthday.
Yes.
Do you talk about it, or it's more of it's just 1 year that passed?
Yes. No. I can talk about it.
Okay. How young are you now?
I'm old enough to have wisdom and young enough to live long.
I knew you would escape that. Well, that's great.
I'm old enough to have wisdom, young enough to live long.
Okay, that's even a profound statement. All the best there, man. I saw a lot of fans. I saw a lot of people wishing you happy birthday. Of course, I was also among the people as well, deep down there, saying happy birthday, bro.
I got your message.
You're a blessing. You're a blessing.
I got your message.
So tuma salamu bana, tumalize maneno. You hallelujah.
For me, is to just really send a word of blessing and greeting to anybody watching, and you may feel that things are not working out for you. Let me tell you, if you adjust your lenses, you'll come out stronger. And I just want to greet you, those who know me and those who don't know me, because we are connecting by our communication. And I bless the Lord for you who has taken time to watch, and of course to you, Mr. MC. I've seen all your videos when you posted the MC moments, and they're very heavy. And may God just continue blessing you to use your platform and your influence to reach other people. And I'm also hoping that people will appreciate, get the revelation, and also be a blessing to you. Yes, sir.
I'll confirm to you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir.
There's just one thing that just hit me, and I need you to close with it as well. Fear. I think a lot of people, now that innovation is going to hit them hard and they need to think through, one thing that could stop them is fear. Because they're afraid of how will people receive them, how will people see them. Because now in the online world is not just a closed up place of just a few people checking you up. When you hit the online platform, this is billions. This is big people. what would you address them straight on to conquer these fears?
First and foremost, I will give you a statement that will wake you up.
Yeah.
Every 1 hour of fear is 60 minutes wasted of upward mobility. So do not waste your time in the place of fear. It's a cul-de-sac. It takes you nowhere but a dead end.
Wow.
So what I'm going to tell you is, even when you have that which is inside of you, let me tell you, even if it's perfect as perfect could be, not everybody will receive it. In fact, if everybody receives your message, it means you're the devil's PA. So you got to understand that there will be opposition, but your snake will not kill you. Moses was told by God, what do you have in your hands? Then there was a rod. He was told, drop it. When he dropped it, it was a snake. Then when he was told to pick it, he picked it, but the snake did not bite him. What is in your hands will not bite you, and there'll be people who will receive it and they'll be delivered by it, because that is what the children of Israel needed. You know, strike the sea and it parts. Your snake will not kill you, but before it becomes a snake, to show miraculous signs, you have to appreciate the rod that is in your hand.
Hey, bro. Let me call you Pastor, bro. Hey, I don't know what word to use for that title, but thanks, Coach. Thanks, Coach. I mean, and I hope everybody who is watching, absolutely. And of course, for you who is watching, thank you so much for tuning in. If you know you have gotten something out of it, the best thing about anything good is to share it. So please click on that share button. Let people get to have some of these nuggets as well and get encouraged to keep going on. Thank you so much, MC Moments.